Yo, what is good everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube. Basically today what we're going to be talking about is the biggest mistakes that I made when I started making money online, or when I wanted to get into making money online, and it cost me a lot of money and a lot of time. So hopefully after this video you'll be able to miss and avoid the mistakes that I made and have a bit more awareness so that you guys don't have to have that headache and have that fuck around and lose a lot of money like I did. So if you're new here, my name is Asher. I basically went from working for FIFO doing construction. I'm from Perth, Australia. And I went from doing that job to then replacing my FIFO income and being able to quit that job and do whatever I want, simply by selling digital products and learning sales and marketing. That was it. The first one was thinking that I had enough time. Thinking like, coming out of school, like, I'm partying, I'm getting drunk, I'm doing all the stupid shit, thinking, I've got plenty of time. I've got plenty of time here. Really, I didn't, because before I knew it, I was locked into a job, I'm locked into a mortgage, I'm locked into, things that I didn't even see were coming. And now I'm an adult, and only in a couple of years, I'm going to be 30. So I'm 22 now, I'm still young, but you don't have a whole lot of time. So if you're, even if you're 25, think about it, you have 5 years to get to until you're 30. So you have 5 years to figure it out and get it sorted. And for me, like, I'm a big believer of hustling through your 20s and making that money so then you can enjoy the rest of your life. I still say, enjoy your life while you're in your 20s and do that. But your main focus should be setting yourself up for retirement and setting your family up. That's the main thing. Another mistake, so that was one mistake that I made. Obviously the time, thinking time and being really relaxed, and you need to have more urgency. Like, you need to have and build more urgency and understand that if you're not gonna do it now, then when are you gonna do it? That's the biggest mistake people make, is they look at their life, they're like, it's not that bad now. I don't mind my job. I don't mind the people that I work with, but is that something that you want to do for the rest of your life? If the answer is no, then what the fuck are you still doing there? Then you should be working out a plan. You enjoy your job right now, but you don't want to do it long term. So let's say, all right, well, I'm going to give myself 6 months to replace my income and leave that job. That's better than doing and waiting 6 months until it's not too bad. Oh yeah, it's not too bad. I might look at something. And then that 6 months comes and you're like, I don't like the job, I don't like the people I work with, I'm not making enough money, I can't even pay my bills and that, and you have no, exit plan. But because you just wasted those 6 months, you know what I mean? So that was like a big mistake I made. I realized that I need to get more urgency in the actual goal that I want and get more urgency with actually starting. Because looking into the future, I want to live my life. I don't want to be at this job forever. I want to go out and travel. I can't travel, I can't live my life when I'm working 5-6 days a week, 10, 12-hour days. It doesn't even happen. And then for me, just to make enough money to get me to the next week, it's bullshit. And that pissed me off, and that built that urgency where I was like, fuck this, I need to get out now. Anyway, understanding urgency, understanding that you need to make a move if you want to do it, for the next year or so. Look at something over that year to get out eventually. So then you do have that option. Another thing is also having that backup plan, because relying on one source of income is very fucking risky. Having that backup, side hustle income, just having it there to generate your income so then you can eventually replace your income. But also just having it there as like another source, because that's so powerful, bro. Because having just one source of income, bro, is the most dodgiest thing that you can do. Think about it. You get hurt, if you're a tradie, you get hurt, what the fuck's gonna happen? You get hurt offsite, what the fuck's gonna happen? You're gonna have no income. You won't be able to pay your loans, you won't be able to pay your car, you won't be able to go out on the piss. Mate, that's what I'm saying. Then another mistake that I made was not having the right leadership behind me and not learning from people that have already done the thing that I want to do. So for me, when I first started, right, I started drop shipping when I was a kid at like 17, thinking this will be easy. I'll just start this and I'll just make money and it'll be all good. And I lived in this delusion that I just would make a website, find a product, and do what everyone told me to do, and run ads and life would be sweet. But that really wasn't the case, because there was so much competition and I honestly had no fucking idea what I was doing. And then again, why would someone buy from me when the other person that has a website and is selling the exact same thing as me, what's the difference? The value's still there, the product's the exact same, it's just two different people. So why am I different to the 100, to the 1,000, to the million other people that are selling the exact same thing? It's like when you go to Bali and everyone's selling the fucking same t-shirts, those wooden dildo bottle openers, whatever it is, it's all the same. And you're just like, well, why would I buy from you when the same thing 100 meters down the road? Or I'll come back next week and the same thing will be there. So there's it didn't have, that understanding of it. And along with that, like I said before, I didn't have that leadership and I didn't have someone to coach me and mentor me and show me the way. See, this is the biggest mistake that people make. And like I said, it's what I made. I thought I could do this by myself. I thought I could just whip it up a few things and it'll be all good. I thought I could do it solo. But I'm sorry to break it to you, but you cannot. You cannot do this solo. You have to have someone there teaching you or showing you the way that has been successful in it. And it's as simple as that. Look at when you do an apprenticeship. Who are you learning from? A qualified tradie. That's who you're learning from. So you're learning from someone that's already done their hard yards, already done the 4 years, already fully knowledge. So you're learning from them. So why not put the exact same mindset and the exact same thing into something like online business or starting a side hustle or starting or generating a stream of income? Learn from someone that has already done it. And this is the mistake I made on my first business. Then what changed everything was on my second business when I did get someone to coach me. So my first business of dropshipping physical products, it was like clothes and stuff. It was like a clothing brand. And I also like sold speakers. No idea what I was doing. I was just watching YouTube, but I was going fucking nowhere. Where was I going to ask questions on a YouTube video? In the comment section? Who was going to reply to that? That failed. That fell through. Said, fuck it. Went out to the mines, started earning money. Then I wanted to get out. Then I got myself a mentor, coach that would teach me sales and marketing and online business. Someone that has already made millions of dollars in the past, and they're simply teaching me the exact blueprint on how they did it. So it's the exact same. They're just teaching me the ins and outs and also informing me and teaching me the mistakes that they made so that I can avoid that. The result of that, it fast-tracked my results from being a broke construction worker, being a FIFO worker, to then leaving that job and making more money than a FIFO worker and being able to travel and run a successful online business. So it's like, that's the simple thing. And that's what a lot of people make the mistake. It's like, well, the other thing with that is the fear of like having to pay someone money, because that's what I did. I paid a lot of money to get that mentor. Why though? Because I knew that he would be the best and that community and that they would be the best. And they were. They got me to where I'm at now. So the thing with that though, is people are scared to spend the money because they're like, oh fuck, like what if I give this person money and they scam me, or what if they're not, they don't, I can do it. They have that ego. I can do it myself. I've done this. I can sell anything. It's easy. I've watched YouTube videos. It's easy, bro. Nah, YouTube videos are like 5% of what actually goes on in an online business. 5%. So think about if you know 5% of an online business because you've just watched YouTube videos and you're thinking, yeah, I'm all good. Now you've got the whole other 95% to work out, then you're going head on with it. So that's the struggle of it. So that's where it was scary for me, because I was like, now I've got to invest money into this person that I didn't even know. But you have to have that trust. And also think of it like this way. If you're going to invest, let's say $20,000, right? A lot of money. If you're going to invest 20 grand into someone or some sort of mentoring program or coaching program to get your business from zero to $30,000 a month or even $20,000 a month, that's a pretty good investment. You're gonna be making $240,000 a year, and you've just paid 20 grand to then get your business to that. That's what you have to think. So it's a scary investment at the start. But for you to learn that skill, for you to have the knowledge and have the knowledge of someone that's already been successful with it, to then help you make more money and build your business up and get your business to whatever you want it to. But you have to, it's obviously just that scary part at the start. But that's the mistake that a lot of people make. And the next one was not having the right skill set. So this is where people fuck up so much. So they worry about the business model. The business model is this, the business model is that. This is the best business model that's going to make you $1 million. Go shut the fuck up. Not the business model. It's a skill set. If you focus on learning skills, then you can go into any business, then you can make your business successful. But if you're just focusing on a business model, you'll never understand how it actually works. You'll never understand what you actually need to do to then take your business from $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month. It's as simple as that. So I see people jumping from business model to business model. First they're doing dropshipping, then they're doing e-commerce, then they're doing, clothing brand, then they're doing Shopify. All this bullshit. They don't have a skill set. They think that jumping on each business model is going to be the be-all. It's going to set them up for life. That's the mistake that they make. And ultimately they fail because they don't have that skill set. So that's another thing. When I started that first business, I didn't have a skill set. Also didn't know what I was doing. So I failed. But on the second business, this one that I'm doing now, selling digital products and selling expensive digital products, I had the skill set, sales and marketing, and business and leadership and all that as well. So that was learned from my mentor and from my coach. And that's the difference between what I didn't have back then and what I do have now. It's as simple as that. Mistakes, you make them, and that's how you grow anything. I just thought a business model is a business model, and this is the next big thing. Those are pretty much like the main mistakes that people make. Obviously, there's little like nitty gritty ones that people do, but if you focus on that, and if you build urgency, get someone that can coach you, get someone that can mentor you, and then build a skill set around that, bro, you are set. Trust me. It's gonna be hard, it's gonna be tough, but if you have those things, you're gonna do a lot better. But yeah, if you guys have any questions at all, leave a comment, or if you want to give me a message on Instagram, I'll chuck my Instagram up here. Also, I run free live masterclasses as well, running through how you can make your first bit of money online, how to start appointment setting, how to get your first appointment setting role, what are the best ways to make money online. So if you want to come to one of them, they're live. You can ask me a question at the end. Any question you want, you can ask me. And yeah, but all the best. Thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you later.